I believe in law of attraction 100%. The reason being, I believe in the law of attraction 100% because I also believe in the fact that vibrations, frequency, and energy are the invisible force that are around us all over the place. And when we look at the cellular technology, for example, 4G and 5G, do you ever see voices flying in the sky? No, you don't. So when we tune into a vision, we start transmitting and receiving everything in the universe which match that frequency. Now, if you keep switching your vision, you confuse the universe and nothing happens. So human energy is attracted in the same manner as is the divine force that supports you in a cause that you are pursuing. क्योंकि वो लोगों का दिमाग ख़राब हो जाता है जब कहते हैं ना कि मैं लीडर, तो दिमाग ख़राबी जो है वो उससे बचने के लिए हमें ये भी सोचना है कि it's not a sequential process, it's a parallel process. Just like in 24 hours, you have light and dark. Likewise, when we talk of leadership, you have followership and leadership in the same package. So if we are not becoming great followers of principle, of ethics, of values, of codes of conduct, then what gives us the right to lead? The basis, the foundation is followership. And in any case, I feel that to lead is to give direction to a particular team in achieving a goal, right? Now, for that, who should lead a team in a particular task? The person who is best capable and best knows the dynamics of the task. So if in your team there are 10 people and the task that has been assigned or the project that you're working on is more suited to person B, let him lead and you follow him. So it's not a positional thing. You'll always need leadership, but you'll always need people who are able to step in if required and when required. हाँ जी, ये तो है फॉलोअरशिप में जो अब मैं लीडरशिप के बारे में दो चीज़ें कहता हूँ कि भाई it's a very big subject. Hundreds and thousands of books have been written on it. Lots of research has been conducted, mostly in the West and in the East somewhat. In that, the gist is that there are two kinds of leaders in all of this. Bad leaders and good leaders. There are infinite variables to the bad ones and there are infinite variables to the good ones. तो हमें तो सबसे पहले ये डिसाइड करना है कि हमें अच्छा लीडर बनना है या बुरा लीडर बनना है. माठे लीडर्स है ना. I mean, positional leaders जो होते हैं वो माठे होते हैं अमूमन, who rely on their rank and position because that's what confers power to them. But what about those who lead because they have influence and they have credibility and they are believable, people trust them and are keen to follow what is being said because they have a track record of credibility. So that is leadership, right? In the real sense of the word. वो egotistical होता है, वो दूसरों की नहीं सुनता, वो समझता है कि जो जानता है बस वही है और अपने आप को अक्ल कुल भी समझ रहा होता है. तो और जब बात करता है तो इस तरह से जैसे कि उसके अलावा और शायद कोई है भी नहीं जो इस मौजू पे रोशनी डाल सके. And a great leader is someone who takes into account the constituents' perspectives, his own, and is constantly open to new ideas and perspectives and welcomes being challenged. A lousy leader is someone who's insecure and cannot withstand a challenge. अच्छा आपने मुझे question किया है, and people are fearful of even opening their mouth in front of such a person. So you want secure leaders. That's a very good question. Power is something that you can tap within you, and power is something that you can gain from around you, which is through coalitions and partnerships. And power is frankly about politics, because you cannot talk of politics in organizations or in society without power. Power and politics go hand in hand. The ethical way of politics is how to gain power from within and from around you. How to gain power, how to share power, how to use power, and how to sustain power. There are ethical ways and there are unethical ways. Now, if you use love as a source of power, if you use trust and understanding as a source of power, you have a different flavor altogether. That's the power that is. How to gain power? Reason. Reason being the foundation of it. That you are basing your thoughts and ideas on something that will benefit more than just the person that you're addressing. And if there is a win for people who are listening, that's what's going to create the influence. So reason, I would say, is the most important. And again, looking at needs that people have. What are they looking for? And if the needs are such that need to be met, and you are finding solutions to problems that they have identified, that also will give you power. Power everyone has, by the way. Even a 5-year-old who wants to eat ice cream, you know how they exercise power, and they get ice cream. So if a 5-year-old can do it and get whacked for it, I mean, accountability is there. So a leader is accountable as much as he or she is powerful. Wisdom comes from humility is the perspective I hold right now. And what is humility? It's not being modest and well-mannered and giving others the feeling that they are wonderful and great. I don't think that is humility. Humility is acknowledging that you don't know. And whatever you know is a fraction of what there is to know about anything. Like, for example, everything I've said about leadership so far, frankly, is a small fragment of what there is to know, right? And I acknowledge that. Anyone I come across can teach me stuff to do with my own job that I do. So I would welcome any thought that comes from anywhere. I'd listen. I don't have to necessarily accept. So humility is a state where you recognize and acknowledge that you are amongst a whole host of people, some who are very basic and simple in their outlook and life, and some who are very qualified and educated and sophisticated. But once you are able to make the connection and let other people feel that they're in good company, humility is something that you have. And if someone has an inferiority complex after meeting with you or a superiority complex after meeting you, you lack humility. So humility is the connect with humanity. And of course, when you connect with humanity, wisdom follows.